I welcome you all to the day 2 of pathology snippets. And today I'm going to discuss a very important topic which is not just asked in pathology but also in medicine. And the name of the topic is multiple endocrine neoplasia men syndromes. This topic is widely asked in university exams as well as your entrance examinations. So it will be helpful for students preparing for their university exams as well as for their entrances. A brief introduction about myself. I am Dr. Amey Anil Munemane, intern and founder president of BVDOMC Quizzing Society Pune. So let's get started with pathology snippet 3, men syndrome review. So broadly, multiple endocrine neoplasia or MEN are divided into two types, that is MEN 1 and MEN 2. MEN 2 is further divided into three types, MEN 2A, MEN 2B and MEN 4. MEN 2A, MEN 2B is also called MEN 2B is also called as MEN 3. Okay, so in now let's discuss the individual. So you can see a picture which is showing you the organs involved in various multiple endocrine neoplasia syndromes. Let's start discussing about MEN 1. So as you can see in the MEN 1, it is also the organs involved are pancreas, pituitary and parathyroid glands. MEN 1 is also called as Wermer syndrome, where there is defect in MEN 1 gene which codes for chromosome 11q13. It codes for the protein menin. The main manifestations of MEN1 are the three P's, that is pituitary adenoma, pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor, and parathyroid adenoma, which will be further elaborated with the visual mnemonics that I will show at the last of the snippet. The other manifestations are often quizzed and asked in your entrance examinations like INI-CET. The other manifestations of MEN1 are facial angiofibromas, which is also considered as the most cutaneous manifestation in MEN1, cholangiomas, foregut carcinoids, and lipomas. So this is that visual mnemonic I was talking about. As the name of our syndrome is men, so a man is shown standing in the slide holding three P's. Now the three P's he is holding, the first P is the pituitary tumor, second P is a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor which can include insulinoma, glucagonoma, gastrinoma, and parathyroid hyperplasia, or more precisely the parathyroid adenoma. This slide is showing you the most common cutaneous manifestation in MEN1, that is facial angiofibromas. Moving on to MEN2A. MEN2A is also called as Sippel syndrome. Now here there is mutation in the RET proto-oncogene which encodes for chromosome number 10. So as you can see, the main manifestations are already written in this visual mnemonic slide. In MEN1, there were three P's, whereas in MEN2A, there is one P with two M's. What is that one P? Pheochromocytoma, which is a tumor of the adrenal medulla. The two M's are medullary thyroid carcinoma. Sorry, I apologize for my mistake. The two M's are adrenal medullary tumor, that is pheochromocytoma. Medulla comes, so that is the M, and medullary thyroid carcinoma, and the one P is parathyroid hyperplasia. The other manifestations of MEN2A are not that commonly asked, but just to complete the topic, they are Hirschsprung's disease and cutaneous lichen amyloidosis. This is cutaneous lichen amyloidosis in MEN2A. And this is Hirschsprung's disease in MEN2A. If I have to describe Hirschsprung disease in one word, that one word would be congenital aganglionosis. Moving on to MEN2B. So in MEN2B, I have shown the slide having 3 men standing on 3 M's. And what are those 3 M's? Medullary thyroid carcinoma, adrenal medullary tumor, that is pheochromocytoma, and mucosal neuromas. Now, MEN2B, there is mutation in the RET into bracket tyrosine kinase domain on chromosome number 10. Very interestingly, MEN2B is also called as MEN3. Although standard textbooks use the term MEN2B, in some textbooks I also saw the term MEN3, so thought of mentioning. MEN2B is also called as Wagner-Froebus syndrome. This is a very classy name and very difficult to remember. So sometimes it has been asked in your NEET PG exam. Okay. Now moving on to MEN4 syndrome. This MEN4 syndrome has been recently described. Before that, showing you the image of mucosal neuromas in MEN2B, you can see multiple neuromas on the undersurface of the tongue. Moving on to a recently described multiple neuroendocrine neoplasia, that is MEN4. MEN4 involves mutation in the cyclin-dependent kinase CDK1B encoding the chromosome number 12. And the clinical features in the MEN4 are similar to MEN1. The similar clinical features are pituitary as well as parathyroid adenoma. Now, what is different than MEN1 is your ovarian or testicular cancer and renal or adrenal tumor. Now, let us discuss the 3 mnemonics as I promised to you in the beginning of the video. The first mnemonic is a very popular mnemonic that I have taken from First Aid, a very famous book for USMLE preparation, and almost a gold standard book even if you are preparing for Indian exams. It's very useful. The mnemonic is the X-Men are dominant over villains. Ignore the word X. The X here is just a popular epinym to the popular movie series X-Men. X-Men are dominant over villains. Here, men refers to men syndrome and dominant. So this mnemonic is telling you the inheritance of men syndrome, which is autosomal dominant. I repeat, the inheritance of all men syndromes are autosomal dominant. The second mnemonic is the sum of type of men and chromosome number is always 12 except for MEN4 where it is 16. I'll explain. In MEN1 syndrome, the chromosome involved was chromosome number 11. So the sum will be 1 plus 11, which is equal to 12. In MEN2A or MEN2B, here I will not consider MEN2B for MEN3 for the purpose of the mnemonic. It is important for you to understand. Here I am going to consider MEN2B as a part of MEN2 only. MEN2A and MEN2B both were being encoded by RET proto-oncogenes on chromosome number 10. So the sum will be 2 plus 10, which is equal to 12. The exception to this mnemonic, as I have told just now, is MEN4, which is being encoded by chromosome number 12. So sum there becomes 16. But because it is holding true for 3 other conditions, I have personally made this mnemonic and not taken it from any other source. The third mnemonic is obviously the visual mnemonics, which I have already shown you. MEN1 having 3 P's, MEN2A having 1 P and 2 M's, and MEN2B or MEN3 having 3 M's. I thank everyone for patient listening. It has been a great privilege teaching you these 2 topics so far in pathology. I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, please share and subscribe with your medical colleagues, friends and doctors so that they can enhance their understanding on the multiple endocrine neoplasia syndromes. Lastly, if you have any queries, feel free to reach us on our official email ID bvdomcquizingsociety@gmail.com. Thank you.